Now picture yourself stepping onto a warm sandy beach every morning, just a short walk from the stunning beauty that is Mexico, and living in a vibrant community where your retirement savings stretch a lot further. This is daily life for thousands of expats in Bucerias, where one-bedroom apartments start at just $400 to $500 per month. So stick with me as we break down the ins and outs of living in Bucerias in the state of Nayarit, where we discuss everything from what neighborhoods we recommend living in to daily living costs, ensuring you have a complete roadmap for what moving here is like. We'll explore the real cost of utilities, food, entertainment, plus the pros and cons of what it's truly like to live here that maybe you won't hear about in other videos. So stick with me till the end and make sure that if you're looking to find the best place to live in Mexico for you, that you consider Bucerias on your short list. Now, bienvenidos back to Mexico Relocation Guide, which is your trusted source to move to Mexico the right way. Now, Bucerias is located in the municipality of Bahía de Banderas. It's a coastal town that feels more like a small city with a peaceful atmosphere and growing development. Here, you'll find some of the best infrastructure in the area, including solid options for medical services and supermarkets. That makes it an excellent choice if you're looking for quality of life without losing the charm of a traditional Mexican beach town. With its vibrant local community, growing population of expats from Canada and the United States, and its close proximity to popular destinations like Puerto Vallarta, Bucerias is attracting more and more residents looking for that perfect balance between peace and accessibility. But is it really the ideal place to live for you? Well, let's get into some of the things that make Bucerias unique, starting with what's the weather like here? Well, for starters, the average annual temperature is around 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, of course, that's the average, and it does vary depending on the season. During the day, the sun can be very strong, and the high humidity can make it feel even hotter. So it's important to stay hydrated and definitely use sunscreen, especially from May through September, when temperatures can easily reach 86 degrees Fahrenheit or even higher. Now, something that surprises many visitors is that while Bucerias stays warm for most of the year, the time frame between November through April are some of the best nights. The nights and early mornings are cooler, with lows between 60 to 65 degrees Fahrenheit. Around Semana Santa, or Holy Week, you'll definitely want to bring a light sweater to enjoy the cool breezes in the evening while you enjoy your shorts weather during the day. Now, the rainy season usually runs from June through October, with August and September being the wettest months. You can expect temperatures between 75 and 90 degrees Fahrenheit during this time, along with high humidity and or cloudy afternoons. Now, the best time to come is usually from November through April, because the weather is more stable, temperatures are usually not too hot and not too cold, and there's really little to no rain. So it really is perfect for enjoying not only the beaches and its sunshine, but if you're going to be doing a lot of walking, this is probably the most enjoyable time of the year. However, we always say that if you're going to be living in an area that is very humid and hot, we actually recommend coming during the time when it tends to be the hottest. That way you get a clear idea of whether you can actually see yourself living here for the rest of the year. Now let's talk about the different areas of Bucerias so you'll know where you want to live and what you can find when you're actually living here. Again, Bucerias is part of the Riviera Nayarit and just 30 minutes from Puerto Vallarta, making it very convenient for not only international travel, but also making it very convenient to travel to the nearby airport. Now, thanks to its compact size, no part of Bucerias is more than 30 minutes away from point A to point B, so it's very easy to get around and explore the whole community. You can divide Bucerias into two main areas, either the tourist zone and the traditional zone. The tourist zone runs along the coast and crosses the main highway. It's the preferred area for visitors because you'll find more restaurants, pharmacies, local shops, and while Bucerias isn't known for ultra-fancy restaurants, it does have some great dining spots along with popular eateries and, of course, street food stands offering delicious local dishes. Now, the tourist area mostly features condos and private homes, with monthly rents ranging anywhere from $600 to $3,500 depending on the location, the proximity to the beach, how big the rental is, and what amenities are included. Now, the traditional zone sits on the other side of the highway, and this is further inland and offers a more authentic, local experience. Now, here you'll see mostly family homes, surrounded by local bakeries, mini markets where you can get fresh fruits, vegetables, snacks, those kinds of things at very good prices. Now, the infrastructure is going to be simpler. Some streets, for example, are still being developed, and you may find a lot of unpaved roads. But that just adds to the town's authentic charm. And especially if you're looking to find a more affordable part of town, then we really do recommend staying on the traditional zone where you will be able to find rentals that are more affordable. You see, rentals here are ranging anywhere between $400 to about $2,000 a month, depending on the type of home, the distance to the nearest beach, and of course, what amenities are included. Now, there's also a residential area called Los Amores, and this one's popular amongst foreigners, especially larger families. Usually, their houses have green spaces, they have community pools, they have 24/7 security, and it's conveniently located near the main highway. So for those of you who love going to and from Puerto Vallarta or want to be closer to Puerto Vallarta or just want to be close to the highway for easy access, this might be a good residential area for you. Now, the rents here go anywhere between $900 to $4,000 a month, and they all usually include maintenance or mantenimiento. Now, if you're thinking about moving to Bucerias, we highly recommend exploring different neighborhoods with a local who can show you what life here is truly like. If you want help knowing what locals can give you a private relocation tour, check out the link that we have in the description of this video. Now, for utilities, living in Bucerias means you'll have access to all essential utilities, though there are a few things worth knowing before you move. Electricity is provided by the Comisión Federal de Electricidad, which is the CFE, and rates vary based on your usage and then, of course, depending on the size of your family or whether you're using air conditioning or not. During the hotter months, using air conditioning regularly can increase your bill significantly. On average, you can expect to pay anywhere between $50 to $100 every month. Now, keep in mind that bills come every 2 months. It really does depend on how much you're using your air conditioning, the size of your home, and how much electricity you're essentially running every time that you pay. Now, you can pay online through their mobile app at banks or convenience stores like Oxxo and Kiosco, or you can also pay directly at the CFE office located along the main highway in Bucerias. Water, this is managed by Oro Mapas, with monthly costs averaging between $12 and $30 depending on the usage and then, of course, the type of home. If you live in a condo or residential complex, water may already be included in your maintenance fees. Now, keep in mind that drinking tap water in Mexico is usually not potable, so you have to either get a filter or you have to get bottled drinking water. For gas is delivered in stationary or portable cylinders. And there are local companies like Sony Gas or Global Gas, which offer home delivery. Now, refilling a 30-liter tank costs between $30 and $50 each time. Usually, this will last you 1 to 2 months, depending on how much you're cooking and depending, of course, on the household size. Now, some residential complexes include gas in their monthly fees, so be sure to check this detail when choosing your home and what's included in your rental. When it comes to internet and cable TV, Bucerias has several options, including Telmex, Total Play, and Izzy. Now, you can expect to pay anywhere between $35 to $150 for service, depending on the speed you choose and what package you choose and which company you choose it with. You can also pay for these services online or at an Oxxo, which is a convenience store. Think of it as like a 7-Eleven. Now, Bucerias offers convenient, reliable, and affordable access to basic utilities. You also have easy ways of paying these things. And knowing what to expect will help you adjust not only your budget, but also let you know exactly what you might expect to pay if you were going to be living in this part of Mexico. Before we get into shopping, I would love to know where you're watching us from. Go ahead and leave me a comment down below. I love reading your stories and learning how I can help you with practical and realistic information about moving to Mexico the right way. Now, if you're thinking about moving to Bucerias, we have an amazing resource that can make the whole process so much easier for you. We've created a complete Mexico relocation guide, which is an online step-by-step guide that is consistently updated and designed to help you move to Mexico with a lot less headaches. When you buy the online guide, you get instant access to the course and our directory of contacts across Mexico, of course, in Bucerias as well. We have contacts such as relocation tour guides, immigration facilitators, realtors, moving companies, private drivers, and so much more. You'll find all the info and the links in the description of this video. Okay, now let's get into what shopping options you have in Bucerias. Now you'll find a wide variety of options that match every lifestyle and every need. From large supermarkets with imported products to charming family-run stores full of local flavor and local items that you might have not seen anywhere else. If you're looking for variety, quality, and imported items, La Comer is likely your best choice. This supermarket stands out for its selection of international products, European cheeses, imported wines, more premium meats, organic foods, baked goods, and gourmet options. It even has a bulk food bar, which is kind of unusual in a lot of grocery stores in Mexico. Another bonus is that La Comer includes a full-service pharmacy with both national and imported medications, and an on-site clinic for quick, basic medical consultations, free of charge. Another popular option is Chedraui, which is centrally located in Bucerias. You'll find everything you need in one place. It has groceries, fresh produce, meat, basic clothing, home goods, electronics, and a well-stocked pharmacy with personal care items, and then you can also pay some bills here as well. If you prefer buying in bulk, there's Sam's Club, which is just 15 minutes away in Nuevo Nayarit. It's ideal for families or other foreigners who want to stock up on food, drinks, and household goods, offering better prices and quality in larger quantities. Now, if you want to support local businesses, which is something that I highly suggest you do, and if you want to enjoy a more authentic experience, then the traditional mercados are the way to go. You'll find fresh fruits and vegetables from local farmers. You usually find freshly caught seafood straight from the Pacific, and then you have neighboring mini-markets with daily essentials like eggs, milk, fresh bread, and handmade tortillas. Now, these shops also offer local specialties like homemade sweets, artisanal salsas, and sometimes artisanal cheeses. Now, you also have convenience stores like Oxxo, and then you also have pharmacies like Pharmacies Guadalajara, which are everywhere. They carry a lot of personal hygiene products. They also have snacks. They have some cleaning supplies, drinks, and they also allow you to pay utility bills like water, electricity, phone, and internet. You can even withdraw cash from top banks like BBVA, Citibanamex, Santander, and HSBC. Now, of course, living and shopping in Bucerias gives you the best of both worlds. You do have that smaller town charm, but you also have really great shopping options that give you access to international foods and some of the comforts that you might find back home. Each option offers something special, and you'll find what you need with the warmth, accessibility, and authenticity that makes this special beach town feel like home. And then, of course, if you do need bigger shopping trips or you just want to get out of these four corners and see what's around you, Puerto Vallarta is not very far. And Puerto Vallarta has a lot of foreigners living there, so they do have some specialty stores that sell mostly organic products or keto things, gluten-free, and a variety of other things that you might not find in Bucerias. Now, if you're thinking about moving to Bucerias, it's reassuring to know that the area has reliable, high-quality medical services. Two hospitals stand out in particular. The first one being CMQ or CMQ, the Riviera Nayarit Hospital, and Joya Riviera Nayarit Hospital. For general consultations, quick checkups, or minor health concerns, you'll also find well-stocked pharmacies like Pharmacies Guadalajara and Pharmacies Benavides that offer doctor visits for just 70 pesos, which is around $3.50 at the current exchange rate. You don't need an appointment and you do not need insurance. Some locations even have 24-hour medication sales, which is great for just an unexpected situation where you might need, just a quick thing and you don't need to wait for the following day. The CMQ Riviera Nayarit Hospital, located in Bucerias, is a trusted option with not only locals, but all kinds of foreigners. It offers a wide range of services, including primary care, intensive care, clinical labs and radiology, and their specialists are always available. The hospital has advanced equipment like MRIs and CT scans for fast, accurate diagnosis. Now, the Joya Riviera Nayarit Hospital, located just 20 minutes away in Nuevo Nayarit, is known for its modern facilities, and it has a lot of comprehensive services. It features private rooms, a full clinical lab, specialized areas like dialysis and cardiology, and it also has state-of-the-art technology. Their intensive care unit is also equipped with the latest tools and a team of specialists who provide top-level care for critical emergencies. Now, both hospitals tend to have bilingual staff, not 100%, but you will find a few specialists and doctors that speak English and Spanish, and maybe even some nurses. And they also offer 24-hour ambulance services for emergencies. So now that you have some basics of what neighborhoods you're going to be living in and what the cost of living is, some shopping options, healthcare, those kinds of things, you're probably wondering, how is it to get around in this charming town? Well, let's walk you through how to move around easily and safely, from your arrival at the airport to your daily life here. Now, when arriving from Puerto Vallarta International Airport, the fastest and most comfortable option is to take a private taxi to Bucerias. You can hire a safe, authorized taxi straight from the terminal. And these rates usually range between $30 to $45 depending on your exact destination in Bucerias. If you're looking for a more budget-friendly local experience, there's an easy alternative. You walk out of the airport, you cross the pedestrian bridge, and you'll find bus stops right on the main highway for just 45 pesos, which is about $2. You can catch a bus that takes you directly to Bucerias, and again, you're about 30 minutes away. Now, once you're in town, getting around is pretty simple. Local taxis are available at various strategic points, especially along the main road. A short ride within Bucerias will usually cost around $3 to $7. Make sure you ask for the rate before you agree to get in. Now, Buceria also has services like Uber and Didi, which work just fine here and are a great option, especially if you're not really comfortable speaking Spanish yet. If you're looking for something even more affordable and local, shared vans known as combis or collectivos are also available. Now, these follow set routes through the town and cost as little as 14 pesos, which is less than $1. Now, they're great for everyday errands or visiting nearby towns like Nuevo Nayarit, La Cruz de Guanacaste, or even Sayulita. And of course, the fares tend to go based on the distance. And unlike nearby places like Sayulita, it's not common to see golf carts or ATVs on Buceria streets, mostly due to safety concerns, especially because the high-speed highway cuts through the town. Now, that being said, you can rent scooters for around $25 a day if you want a bit more freedom or if you really just want to ride a scooter around town. And then, of course, a lot of people do a lot of walking, so it just depends on what part of Bucerias you live in and what is immediately around you. So how will you spend some of your free time? Well, of course, living on a beach town, you can expect that one of the most popular things to do is hang out at the beach. And Playa Bucerias, which is also known as Bucerias Beach, is a great place to spend a nice morning or a nice evening. This beach isn't too busy, and there are plenty of local restaurants where you can enjoy a nice cold beer, or if you don't drink, a nice glass of limonada, which is lemonade. Now, the beach has nice white sandy beaches, and the water really doesn't ever feel that cold to enjoy a nice refreshing swim. Now, from November through April, there is the Bucerias Art Walk. And this event is brought together by not only various art galleries, but also some artists, some nonprofits, and other local businesses. It's a great way for you to see some of the local talent. And hey, if you're looking to furnish your house with some unique pieces, then this might be the place for you to get some of that art. Now, if you enjoy staying active, you'll find well-equipped gyms like Bahia Fitness Gym. And it has memberships starting at just $35 a month. There are also local yoga and Pilates studios, which are very popular amongst expats, looking for not only wellness and community, but something a little bit less heavy or less intense than lifting weights. Now, one of the best groups is the yoga group run by Janie at Plaza Las Brisas. She offers weekday classes for very, very low fees per person. Now, if you love golf or that kind of activity, the well-known Flamingos Golf Club is just nearby. You can play on a top-tier course surrounded by beautiful tropical scenery, and they also have some tennis courts. Now, rates vary by season, but typically you can expect to pay anywhere between $100 to $150 for 18 holes. Now, if you've had enough of the beaches and golfing isn't really your thing, and maybe, you just want to have something with a little more meaning, there are also plenty of great nonprofits and charitable organizations you can join, not only in Bucerias, but everywhere in Mexico. You can help by volunteering your time to helping clean the beaches, help control the street dog problem, or help serve the most vulnerable, which are usually the children and the elders in the community. When you come live here, you will learn about all kinds of charities, and you can choose to join the one that speaks to you the most. Now, as great as Bucerias is, of course, no place is perfect. There are a few things that you should consider before moving here. First, because it's such a popular coastal destination, during the high season, which is December through April, the town usually does get significantly busier, and this can lead to more traffic and congestion as well as higher costs of rentals. Now, let's talk about the weather. While it's generally sunny and warm, the summer months can be very humid, which makes the heat feel more intense. Now, on the flip side, in the winter, especially around Semana Santa, which is usually the first or second week of April, the nights can get cool enough that you'll need, or you would want, a light sweater. Now, of course, this might not be a deal breaker for anybody. A lot of you are probably thinking of moving to a beach because you really want that hot weather. And the nice thing about Bucerias is that there is a period of year where there does seem to be a quote-unquote winter. And lastly, while Bucerias is relatively safe and very peaceful, it's important to know that there is a high-speed highway that runs right through the town. And of course, this can pose a risk for people who walk a lot or even people who cycle a lot, especially in areas that aren't well lit or where crosswalks aren't clearly marked. So just remember, if you're going to be walking a lot, just be aware of that. So you see, Bucerias is a special place with not only good medical services, it also has a good range of shopping options, accessible transportation, plenty of social, recreational, and charitable activities. It offers a relaxed, attractive lifestyle, especially for Canadians and Americans. And if you're considering moving to this area, Bucerias has a very welcoming, safe, and well-connected community. It really does feel like people here all know each other. It's ideal for permanent living or maybe just investing in real estate if you're thinking of maybe spending half your time in Mexico and then half your time in your home country. The quality of life here in the Riviera Nayarit is really hard to beat, with housing options for every budget and an atmosphere that makes it easy to feel at home. So if you'd like to learn more about Bucerias and other amazing places in Mexico, don't forget to subscribe to Mexico Relocation Guide, and don't forget to give this video a like. And make sure that you keep exploring not only this video, but other videos that we have on our channel as well as on our website. Go to mexicorelocationguide.com and go to our free resources. We have a ton of options and tons of great information to make your move to Mexico the right way. So this is not goodbye. This is just an hasta luego. My name is Mariana. You are watching Mexico Relocation Guide. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you all in our next video. Nos vemos!